the way that this is set up, because most people have no clue what's happening. They don't even know what's happening inside of them because we have been disconnected from our body. School trained us to live up here, to live in your head. Trauma teaches you it's only safe to live in your head, to always be thinking, to always be thinking, to always be strategizing. And this is why we can't trust each other, because we don't fucking trust ourselves. You're constantly thinking, you're constantly strategizing, you're trying to stay one step ahead of your boss, one step ahead of your coworker. You don't want nobody to undercut you. You don't want to be the underdog. It's the survival of the fittest. All of this shit, it keeps us in survival mode. So you're always fighting and struggling and in strife and reaching, and you never reach a place of being able to be content with who you are. Fuck what you have, but who you are, not what you do. So the feminine in all of us is calling us back to learn how to self-love, to learn how to be compassionate and nourish. Men are so malnourished in the area of femininity. Most men don't know that there is a feminine principle within them that actually needs them. And so women become the battery. We become the surrogate mothers. And when you're having intimacy and when your breasts get involved, it may not be milk coming out, but he's getting energy. There are chakras in our breast. And those chakras emit life force energy. This is why the baby, it wasn't just the milk. And so there's a lot that happens on a neurological, hormonal level, on a bio level, biology, neurology, hormonal. The body is so wonderful and so powerful and can do so many things. So I started to learn about the feminine body, and I was amazed. I was amazed at all that our body can do. But why are so many of us sick? Why are so many of us having chronic pain? Why are so many of us having chronic fatigue? Why do so many women, most married women over the age of 40, are unhappy? They don't feel like they're being emotionally met. And it's because men have never been taught how to bond. They have never been taught how to meet. They know how to bond with each other better than they do with their counterpart. This is not a coincidence. This is the design. And it began with the story of the Garden of Eden, which began much longer ago, because we can go back to Enki and Enlil. We can talk about ancient Samaria. This shit goes way back. This conversation is millions of years old. This goes way back to when women did not need semen from men to create babies. Parthenogenesis. We were able to create a human being without a male. Now something is changing right now in the scientific, because I'm not someone to just study one thing. I study everything. I study the Akashic records, and then proof of what I gather is proven to me. And I'm not bloating and boasting and whatever you want to call it, but I'm tooting my own horn because I've been given access to the Akashic records, and I have not been wrong about anything as of yet. So what's happening on a DNA level, the mitochondria of DNA is waking up. And as it wakes up, the men who pay attention to the feminine, the men who learn that, you know what, I have used the feminine to fill voids inside of myself. And that's not how it's supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be taking. I'm not supposed to be vampiric towards the feminine. I'm supposed to protect her. I'm supposed to hold safe space for her, be containment for her. So a lot of women can't be soft. We can't be feminine. We can't be gentle if our nervous system is dysregulated, because maybe the man gets upset about things, and when he's emotionally dysregulated, the way that he behaves, the energy that he broadcasts, his auric field screams, I'm not safe to be around. And over time, because a woman is wired to carry children, we are much more sensitive to energy than men are. So over time, this starts to drain our health, and we will start to have headaches, migraines, dizziness, stomach issues, because the gut is the second brain. So when you're not safe and when you're living in survival mode, the body is not going to send blood supply to the stomach for digestion, because you're not in a rest and digest time. You have a lion, a tiger, or a bear around you, and your body is going to create cortisol and adrenaline, stress hormones, to help you get away from it and get to safety. But what happens when the lions and tigers and bears are the people that we are around and love and care for every day? Now, this was an agreement between two races of beings to make sure that they will always be supplied with the negative emotional energy of human beings. And this is why some people feed on negativity. This is why some people, and it's through trauma that it was put in place, but they have a hunger for negativity. They have a hunger for violence. They have a hunger for arguments. They can't be at peace for too long. It's uncomfortable for them because the entities that are riding them is screaming at them, I'm hungry. It's like a craving. It's like an addict that craves for drug, or alcoholic that craves for alcohol. And so these entities, some call them jinns, some call them archons. The indigenous cultures call this wetigo. It was a form of a virus, and it works through the ego. And the ego is all about saving me, saving myself, preserving myself, right? And so some of us, we swung all the way the other way and said, I'll be the sacrifice, I'll be the giver, I'll be the nurturer, I'll be the one to care for, I'll be the peacekeeper, I'll be the one to make sure everybody is okay. If people get too upset, I'll be the one to try to get people to calm down. I'll be the one to try to get people to talk and smooth things over. I have lost women very dear to me with illnesses that was created by this fuckery. And in November of last year, the last time it happened, I started getting my own diagnosis. And I wanted to know the spiritual, energetic cause. I don't want to know just the medical. I know about pollution. I know about the heavy metals. I know about the parasites. But what I didn't know about was the energetic parasites, the ones we can't see, right? And so this is the area of expertise that was written in my soul contract to be here. Now, I have had 2 near-death experiences. And if you know me, you know that I've shared this story. I'm so grateful for the abuse. I'm so grateful for the negligence on every level. Religious trauma, check. Okay. I don't know what be going on in these so-called houses of gods, but it is a lot of perversion that goes on in these houses. And you're not allowed to talk about it, or you're the bad person. And if it happens to be the pastor who's doing it, you're definitely not allowed to tell anybody about it, because now you're dragging the man of God. This programming is so strong in us that so many survivors of abuse never speak up. And this leads to a shorter lifespan, because dis-ease is the state of someone who has been disconnected from source. That's the true creator. We are the microcosm of the macrocosm, which means inside of you is the essence of God, goddess. I don't leave one out. It's not about whether God is a man or woman. It's the divine energy, the divine spark. When the sperm enters an egg, you can see a burst of light as that happens, just like the Big Bang that created the universes. That same divine spark created us. We are the same component of stars. What is that telling you? That means that you are